Hello and welcome to Grammar Gurus. We are going to be talking about the present continuous. We will talk about when we use the present continuous, how we form the present continuous, and look at some examples of present continuous sentences. First, let's talk about when we use it. We use the present continuous when we're talking about things that are happening now. Things that we are doing, things that others are doing, things that are happening around us. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, I'm teaching. Things that are happening now. Now let's take a look at the form of the present continuous. We form the present continuous using a subject, verb to be in the present tense is am are, and a verb with an ing. The verb to be is the helper verb, and the verb with the ing is the main verb. To be the present continuous, you need to have both. You need to have the verb to be is am are, and the verb ing. You need both of them to make the present continuous. If you only have a verb ing but no verb to be, it's not the present continuous. Okay, let's look at an example sentence. He is running. So what's the subject in this sentence? The who or the what that's doing the action? He. What's the main action word? The main action word, the action that's being done. Running. And are there any other verbs that help make the tense, the present continuous? Yes, the verb to be in the form of is. So let's take this sentence and make some questions with it. Let's start with some yes-no questions. Questions that can be answered with yes or no. So, to make a yes-no question, you just take the helper verb, in this case the verb to be in the form of is, and you move it to the front of the sentence. So, he is running becomes, is he running? So now we have a good yes-no question. Well, how do we answer this question? Well, we answer with yes or no, but we need something more, not just yes or no. We need something more to answer it. So, what we do is we use yes, and then the subject, and then the helper verb. So it would be, yes, he is. If we answer with no, we use no plus the subject, plus the helper verb, plus not. So it would be no, he is not. We can take the is and the not and we can put them together, add an apostrophe, and make a contraction. A contraction is when you take two words and you put them together to make one shorter word. So is not becomes isn't. No, he isn't. What if simply yes or no answers isn't enough? What if we need more information? Well, if we need more information, we can use when, where, why, and how. Okay, let's use where. So we take our sentence, is he running? And we'll put where right in the front. So it becomes, where is he running? And we need more information, so we have to answer, he is running home. Now let's use how. So we take how, we put it in the front, and it becomes, how is he running? He's running like this. Okay, let's use why. Why is he running? He's running because zombies are chasing him. Okay, let's take a look at this new sentence we have. Zombies are chasing him. So, let's take this sentence, zombies are chasing him, and let's turn it into a yes-no question. So we take the helper verb, are, and we move it to the front, and it becomes, are zombies chasing him? And the answer for that is yes or no. But remember, we need something else as well. So yes plus the subject plus the helper verb. So the answer would be yes, they are. And if you want to use no, you just put a not at the end. So in that case, it would be no, they are not. Now once again, we can take the are and the not and we can mash them together and make a contraction, making the answer no, they aren't. Okay, so now we have a yes-no question with that. Let's get some more information. Let's use why. Why are zombies chasing him? The answer could be zombies are chasing him because they are hungry. All right, and let's use how. How are zombies chasing him? They are chasing him like this. Let's look at making questions using who or what to replace the subject of a sentence. We can replace the subject in the sentence with who or what to make a question. Simple as that. You use who to replace a person as the subject, and you use what to replace something that is not a person. Let's take a look at our first sentence. He is running. Now we can take the subject he and replace it with who, and it becomes who is running. Now it's a question, and all we did was replace the subject with who. Let's look at the other sentence. Zombies are chasing him. So we can take the subject, in this case zombies, and replace it with not who, because zombies aren't really people, but replace it with what. And now we have a question. What is chasing him? Zombies are chasing him. So let's look at how to make some negatives using the present continuous. Sometimes you really want to show that something is not happening, or that someone else is not doing something, or that you are not doing something. And in order to do that, we make it negative. To do this, we just add not to the sentence. We add not just behind the helper verb. So in our first sentence, he is running, we just take not, put it behind the helper verb, and it becomes he is not running. Now you can take is and not and smash them together, make a contraction, and isn't. He isn't running. And now for the other sentence. Zombies are chasing him. So we look at the helper verb, in this case the verb to be are, and we put not behind the helper verb, and the sentence is zombies are not chasing him. Now we can take are and not, put them together and make a contraction. Zombies aren't chasing him. Alright, now it's time for the tough stuff. We can use the present continuous to talk about the future. What? Really? Yeah, we can. Actually, we do it often. But if you want to use the present continuous to talk about the future, you need to be very sure about the future. I like to call this the bought the ticket rule. If you plan to go home for Christmas and you've already bought the ticket, you can say, I'm going home for Christmas, because you've already bought the ticket. You've probably told your family that you're coming. They've made plans for you, planned for things for you to do. You are almost 100% sure that you're going home for Christmas. And so you can use the present continuous and say, I'm going home for Christmas. You don't need to have a ticket. That's just a way of saying that you're very sure, you've already made plans to do something in the future, and therefore you can use the present continuous. Now, let's say that you plan to watch a movie at your friend's house after work. You can say, I'm watching a movie at my friend Bob's house after work. Now that would mean that you've already told your friend's made plans, he's probably picked out a movie, maybe bought some snacks, and you are almost 100% sure that after work you will go to your friend's house and you will watch a movie. So you can say, I'm watching a movie at my friend's house after work. Would you like to come? Okay, well, that's it for this episode of Grammar Gurus. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions about grammar or English, feel free to ask them in the comments box below. Thanks!